Psalm 142. David prays for preservation from his persecutors. Maschil of David, a prayer when he was in the cave. I cried unto the Lord with my voice. With my voice unto the Lord did I make my supplication. I poured out my complaint before him. I shewed before him my trouble. When my spirit was overwhelmed within me, then thou knewest my path. In the way wherein I walked have they privily laid a snare for me. I looked on my right hand, and beheld, but there was no man that would know me. Refuge failed me, no man cared for my soul. I cried unto thee, O Lord. I said, Thou art my refuge, and my portion in the land of the living. Attend unto my cry, for I am brought very low. Deliver me from my persecutors, for they are stronger than I. Bring my soul out of prison, that I may praise thy name. The righteous shall compass me about, for thou shalt deal bountifully with me. Nice, sweet, short poem. I like that it doesn't talk about, justice and, wreak vengeance on my enemies, as so many of David's early Psalms do. I will point out that I did get this wrong in placing it in my timeline. I was thinking that I did this several months ago, went through and tried to place all the Psalms before I even started reading any of them. And when it said, written when David was in the cave, my mind was thinking, well, he was in the cave both when he was fleeing from Saul, but also when he fled Jerusalem from Absalom. But having now read more recently in 2 Samuel, he never went and stayed in a cave when he fled from Absalom. So this should have been back in the days of Saul. So that is my error. This one was written when he was fleeing from Saul, and you can see that it is of that tone. His later Psalms are much more depressing, in my opinion. But this is, not depressing. His later Psalms show that he understands he has lost his salvation. You can see a change in tone where he is now no longer pleading for God. He is no longer praising God, saying, God has preserved me. He has done these great things. He's saying, God, please do what you can for me. That's his later Psalms. This one's not of that tone. This one is very much of David when he was younger and he knew that God was with him. And he said, I prayed to God and God will deliver me. My enemies are all around me. Nobody's there to help me, but I know God will help me. In his later Psalms, he's much more, I blew it, but do what you can for me. Now, it is labeled as a Maschil of David, and of course, again, Maschil is a psalm of instruction. So, it's a nice, sweet little psalm.